Now Malcolm with a chance to score. What's Malcolm doing? Does he even know how to shoot the ball anymore? Insua though gets the chance, and that's how you score. Malcolm better be taking lessons from this 17-year-old who scores. A bit of trickery here from him. Finds Dybala perfectly. Dybala shoots and Dybala scores. There's the equaliser. The Argentine has finally scored for us. It is time, guys. Barcelona versus Spurs. We've got Champions League action finally in this career mode. Round of 16, first leg against them. And the first leg will be played away from home. And I'm super hyped about this game. If we can get a good result away from home against Spurs, that will definitely give us a huge boost of confidence going into that second leg. Let's hope we can get ourselves a solid result in this first leg. Apart from that, we've got La Liga as well as Spanish Cup action in today's episode, so this one should be a good one. If you guys are hyped for today's episode, make sure to show your support by dropping a like in the video. That would be greatly appreciated. And if you're watching my content for the very first time, do subscribe for more FIFA 19 career mode videos. And let's get started off with the video. Let's start off today's episode with a press conference. First question: did you see that De Ligt went down from an 87 rated player to an 86, and also Puig and Dembele have gone down in their ratings? And they're youngsters. I know this is apparently a visual glitch. I'm not sure if it really impacts the stats, but from what I know, it's a glitch that's been occurring since the latest patch of FIFA 19 that EA put out. As you guys know, I'm an EA game changer, and I will let EA know about this issue. But yeah, there's nothing much we can do about it. The only thing we can do right now is hope that EA puts out a new patch to, you know, fix this issue, because it's so annoying. Like, Dembele was, I think, 88 and he's now down to 87. Whereas, look at this, Ricky Puig is back up to 80. So I'm just not understanding what this issue actually is. Like, it's so confusing. Come on, EA, you've got to continue focusing on career mode. We deserve better, guys. We honestly deserve better. EA just continue to ignore career mode, man. Next question. Right now, Iñaki Williams is outperforming Mauro Icardi, and I think you're a bit biased. Maybe he should start more over him. You know what? You're not wrong. Iñaki Williams' stats right now are ridiculous. 16 goals in 18 games is actually amazing. And Mauro Icardi lately has not been performing to his regular level, with only 14 goals in 24 games. He was our Golden Boot winner last season, but this season, he just hasn't been up to that level. He started out the season really well, but lately it's just not been working out well for him. But I really hope he can get back to his really good form, top form. But maybe you are right. It's time maybe we start Iñaki Williams in the big games and just give him the opportunities he deserves. But you know what? I'm going to let this decision be yours. You guys are going to decide who's going to be our first team striker for the next few games. And you guys can vote now for this decision by clicking the I button on the top right of your screen. Who should be our first team striker for the next few games? Iñaki Williams or Mauro Icardi? The next question is actually a really interesting one, and I do want your opinions on this. Are you considering to coach another team but in the same career mode? Now, this is actually a really fun option. Maybe we can do for season 4 or even season 5. Coach a different team but in this same save. That means if we say join Liverpool, let's say next season as coach, we can take a few players that we have right now here at Barcelona, like Juan and Insua, along with us and see how they continue to progress. I think that is such a great idea, and maybe that's something we've got to look at. Of course, as of now, I haven't decided anything, but let me know if you guys would be open to something like that. It could be so much fun, guys, and well, it's just an idea right now. Let me know your thoughts on doing something like this in a future season in the comment section below. Although, to answer your question, this is a very interesting idea and I would be open to it, but I'd love to know your opinions on this. And that is it, guys, for today's press conference. If you guys have any more questions, put them down in the comment section below and let's move on. No surprises at all as Juan Insua wins the Player of the Episode award, and I'd say it's well deserved. He's been superb during the last few episodes, and I believe this is his third award in this series, which is absolutely fantastic. Last episode he scored a few goals, assisted a few goals, and he continues to perform for us, which is great to see. And hopefully this is just the start for Juan Insua, who wins the Player of the Episode award. Season goals update, as in today's episode, finally we've got Champions League action, which means we may be able to impact the Assist King challenge and make progress over there, which will be awesome. And also, you would have seen I've edited the challenge to 11 assists because we've got to break James Milner's record and not equal it. I know a lot of you guys have been talking about it in the previous few episodes, and there you go, I've finally gone ahead and changed the number there. So 6 more assists needed from Felipe Coutinho, and also hopefully some more progress with Paulo Dybala scoring a few more goals for us. That would be awesome. And also the weird glitch that we do have now in career mode, leading to players going down in their overalls. Hopefully it won't, you know, cause us problems on completing the next Iniesta challenge, because if that is the case, then that's really bad. But anyways, that's the season goals update. Finally guys, it is time. Champions League returns guys. Round of 16 away from home against Spurs. I do want to get myself a few away goals in this one, because that could prove to be really important come the home leg at the camp now. But this is the team I'm putting forward here against Spurs. Icardi, Coutinho, Dembele up front. Dybala playing in that cam role. I'm sticking with the 4-3-3 attack formation. Artur, Pogba in midfield. Grimaldo, Titi, Koulibaly and Nelson Semedo at the back, and Ter Stegen in goal. Now that's what I call a solid team. It's a strong team, and also on the bench I've got the likes of Juan Insua, who could potentially be coming on and making his Champions League knockout rounds debut, which will be exciting. But for now, this is our squad. It's definitely capable of getting a result. Let's get right into this one and have a look at Spurs' team. There we go guys, Champions League anthem and all that. Christian Pulisic playing for Spurs, Adrian Rabiot, Herrera. These guys have been investing a ton of money, and it looks like they do have a really good team. Davinson Sanchez as well. Man, fair play to Spurs. Lloris and Harry Kane captaining them. You know what? They've got a solid team, and this is going to be a tough game. Let's take a look at their full first team. And this is Spurs' team. Heung-min Son, Jonathan Tah and Davinson Sanchez at the back. That's actually amazing. Their bench seems decent as well, with Kyle Walker, Aurier, Sanchez, Tah. That's a solid defense. Rabiot, Herrera in midfield. Kane, Ali, Son, Pulisic. Spurs have got a ridiculously good team, but so do we. Let's get this one started, boys. Icardi into Coutinho. We might be getting our first goal, but how has Lloris saved that? Honestly, guys, that was one of the sickest reaction saves I've seen in FIFA. Like, take a look at that. Coutinho, basically point-blank range, finesses that one, and you guys know how overpowered finesse shots are. Lloris still saves it. You know what? Fair play to Lloris, because that was an insane save. Now to Mauro Icardi. Fake shot, still Icardi. What a chance for Mauro! And Mauro Icardi scores. We were just talking about replacing him with Iñaki Williams in our first team, and he does the perfect celebration to respond to all his critics as Mauro Icardi puts us into the lead with a fabulous goal. Fake shots past one. Beats 2 defenders, and then the driven shot into the back of the net as Barcelona score the first goal in this Champions League round of 16 tie. Away from home, we get the away goal and we take the lead. 1-0 Barcelona against Spurs. Dembele heads this one down to Paulo Dybala, who strikes it first time with his weak foot and scores. Spurs are 2-0 down to us. Our second away goal, and Paulo Dybala is the one to score this. What a pass that was from Artur into Dembele, who just headed it down to Dybala, and then the rest was history. Great finish from Paulo. The Argentine has struck. In fact, the Argentines have put us into a 2-0 advantage into this game. What a start it's been into our Champions League knockout rounds. Barcelona right now look unstoppable. 2-0 up against Spurs in the first half itself. Pogba chips the keeper. Oh my days, he hits the crossbar. What is going on in this game? We're absolutely destroying Spurs in this one. Pogba could have made it 3 and the tie would have been done and dusted itself then and then. But disappointing not to have scored from that, as that was such a gorgeous attempt from Pogba. Well, that's a chance now for Spurs. I don't want to be conceding now. It's Pulisic down the wings. Still Pulisic gets absolutely destroyed there by Koulibaly. That was a ridiculous sliding challenge from him. Icardi finds Artur Melo. In behind now to Usman Dembele with the chance to score. Still Dembele. Dembele with an absolutely stunning finish. And Barcelona make it 3-0. Tottenham have no idea what's hit them, because they simply cannot compete with this Barcelona side. We've just destroyed them in this first half itself. Goals from Icardi, Dybala and Dembele have just put them under. What a performance so far from Barcelona. And also credit to Dembele for that finish, because that was a sensational one. What a performance from Mauro Icardi, who I believe got the assist for that goal as well. I guess it is perfect time to bring on the main man, Juan Insua. We're going to bring him on for Dybala, whose fitness seems to be pretty low. And we're going to be putting Insua down the left, Coutinho in cam. And I'm also going to be bringing on Iñaki Williams, who's going to be playing on the right side for us. I could be playing Insua on the right, but Insua seems to be really performing well for us down the left. So we're going to keep it that way. It's his Champions League knockout round debut, and it's a massive game. So I'm really eager to see what Insua can do in this one. Rabiot in behind now to Son. This could be an opportunity for Spurs. They need to do something or get themselves back at least a goal. Aurea finds Dele Alli inside to Pulisic, and there's the goal for Spurs. They've gotten themselves one goal back into this one. Well, that's not what we wanted, because now it's game on. If Tottenham scored another one, our advantage is not really that big going into that second leg, so we've got to be careful. We've got to be strong defensively and not allowed to, concede, because I don't want to be blowing away a 3-0 lead, because that's just awful. Big clubs like Barcelona don't do that. Well, that's not good at all. Son cuts this one back to Dele Alli. What a save from Marc-Andre ter Stegen. Suddenly, it seems like Spurs are all over us. That's not good at all. We've got to be careful, as I've just said, guys, because I don't want to be letting them score more goals and giving them confidence. We've got to be very careful with the remaining 20 minutes of this game. Well, oh no, Son maybe through on goal as well now. He's taken it wide, which might be a mistake. Son, though, gets it onto his right foot. Whips in a very dangerous cross. It's Pulisic with the header. And oh no, guys, Spurs have scored another one, which means we've lost out on a 3-0 advantage in the second half to now just a 1-goal advantage. We got complacent and now we've bottled a 3-0 lead. I mean, yes, we're still in the advantage, but oh man, this hurts. We could have ended this tie in this first game itself, but now the second game, everything to play for. There you go, guys, for this Champions League game against Spurs. I cannot believe how this one's gone down. I mean, 3-0, we were cruising, but then suddenly Spurs out of nowhere came out and started dominating us. That is just so frustrating, but oh well, it's football. This is the Champions League, and this is what you get at the highest level of European football. The second leg, everything to play for. We've still got the advantage because of that away goal advantage. We've got 3 away goals, but anything can happen, guys, in that second leg. But I'm ready for it, guys. We definitely need to progress to the quarterfinals of this competition. At the same time, this was a tremendous game of football, worthy of being a Champions League game. It's actually funny that we actually beat Spurs, but it still feels like a defeat. Maybe because we had a 3-0 advantage and we kind of blew it away. But anyways, the second leg we've got all to play for, and it's definitely going to be a great game of football. And the second leg of the Champions League round of 16 tie should be in the next episode. For now though, we've got a couple of La Liga games and I'm hoping we can win both of them. So right now in La Liga, we are pretty much balling out. 22 games played, 59 points. That's absolutely fantastic. 13 points over Real Madrid with the game in hand. We're dominating La Liga, and let's hope we can continue to do so. I asked you guys whether we should promote Ayman Shenouda to the first team, and it seems like you guys want me to do exactly that. 65 rated, quite possibly the next Egyptian king, 89 to 94 potential. It's time for him to get involved with the first team, so we're going to be promoting him to the senior team, and the same thing is going to be done for the Spaniard Placido Orellana, because his potential is 85 to 94. He's 18 and is already 65 rated, so it's time to promote him as well. Let's promote both of them now to the senior team. Guys, that's a bit disappointing. Shenouda has a 3-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves as well. But to be fair, Insua has 3-star skill moves as well, yet he still dominates. So I'm hoping that it can be the same thing for Shenouda. Orellana, 3-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves. And for a right back, that's pretty good. So not too bad for Orellana right there. I'm really hoping Shenouda can also perform like Insua for us in a few months or so. Having both of them, maybe the future of Barcelona, could be awesome. So, yeah, good to see them now in the first team. Here we go, time to face Celta Vigo away from home in La Liga in a competition where we're dominating, and because of that I can afford to, use my second team or backup players in this one. Ricky Puig, Malcolm all start, and also the wonder kid Juan Insua playing in cam. He wasn't really particularly good against Spurs, but you know what, to be fair, we weren't really getting the ball to him. Maybe in this game things can be different for him. So let's get right into this one against Celta Vigo and potentially get all 3 points. Here we go, Juan Insua getting in behind the defense. Here he goes, one-on-one now with the keeper. Insua finesses this one into the back of the net, and he scores now in La Liga as Barcelona take the lead against Celta Vigo. And if I'm not wrong, that is Juan Insua's first goal in La Liga, and it comes away to Celta de Balaidos. Take a look at that for a finish as well. Iñaki Williams playing it in behind into Juan Insua, who perfectly finesses that one into the back of the net. Barcelona lead 1-0 thanks to the wonder kid, Juan Insua. Celta with the corner, the cross comes in, it's okay on the ball. What kind of a name is that? But Emre Mor takes advantage of that and scores. That was genuinely a good goal from the Celta number 9 as they have equalised now. No chance for ter Stegen there, and it's game on. 1-0 now against Celta. This has actually been a really difficult game. Emre Mor to Diego Aspas. What a save from ter Stegen, but they still have the chance. De Ligt intercepts that one. This has actually been a tremendously difficult game against Celta. They are really competing with us, although we might be able to hit them now on the counter-attack. Insua, I think he's onside. Still Insua, finds Iñaki Williams. We should be scoring. No, he's in the crossbar. It's Miranda on the rebound and that goes in. There we go, guys. We have taken the lead. Juan Miranda gets, I believe, his first goal in this series. And it was a bit of a dodgy goal. I mean, they almost scored first. And then on the rebound, we had Insua assisting Iñaki Williams. But ultimately, it's our fullback who scores on the rebound, which is fabulous. Barcelona lead 2-1 against Celta. Aspas. What the hell just happened there? What? Is this a joke, guys? What just happened there? I mean, what's going on in this game, guys? I've got to take a look at the replay because that was horrific. I don't even know how to react to that because look at that, guys. We get the ball away. Ter Stegen, what's he doing, guys? What is Marc-Andre ter Stegen doing? What's even De Ligt doing? Just look at this. Oh my days, EA. What even is FIFA 19, man? What even is FIFA 19? It's 2-2 and it's an own goal from De Ligt. Guys, what even is this game? I see Malcolm making the run. I play this one to Malcolm. Malcolm's waiting for Trent Alexander-Arnold. Arnold's made the run as well. Still Trent. Finds Alenia. This is nice. Juan Insua with a golden chance to score. And he's done it, guys. In the 93rd minute of added time. He puts Barcelona into the lead. 3-2. Juan Insua is just insane, man. He is the main man right now for us. He seems to be scoring in every game that he plays. As Barcelona make it 3-2 in this one. Look at that for the plays there as well. Heartbreak for Celta Vigo, who actually played really well. But Juan Insua, when he decides to score, he does score. As he gives Barcelona the lead in this one and the 3 points as well. What a performance from the Spaniard. He is only 17, but he's absolutely dominating for us. And that's that for this one, guys. What a way to win. It's actually unbelievable that a 17-year-old Juan Insua has managed to score a brace against Celta Vigo in a difficult game, a hard-fought game, to give us all 3 points. We didn't have the likes of Dybala and all that because of fitness reasons, but Juan Insua stepped in and got the job done for us. What a game from him. What a game this especially was, man. Absolutely ridiculous as we beat Celta 3-2 and take away all 3 points. It's actually crazy to just even have a look at the top scorers list. We've got Insua there competing with the big boys like Coutinho, Icardi and Iñaki Williams and all. I mean, it's insane, and he's only played 14 games for us. He's played 14 games and has gotten himself 13 goals and 9 assists. It's actually mad, and let's hope this can continue and, you know, he can grow into a better player. I mean, look at those stats. He's got 85 sprint speed now. No wonder he feels rapid. With that curve, he's definitely going to score a ton of goals. Great long shots and finishing as well for his overall. Man, this guy is just nuts, and I can't wait to use him more in this series now. I just realized we've got 3 youth scouts available to send to, you know, bring in more talent. So we're going to be sending Javi Chavez to Spain because I do want some Spanish talent. And we're going to be putting in the type of technically gifted. I want some technical players, so we're going to do exactly that and just see what we get from there. And I'm going to leave the rest of the 2 scouts up to you guys. So let me know where should we send them for their next project. So let me know down in the comment section below. One thing you'll notice in today's lineup for this one against Real Betis is the inclusion of Juan Insua. He's playing with our first team in La Liga for this one because I feel like he deserves it after he scored a 93rd minute winner for us in La Liga in the previous game. He deserves to start this one and potentially deliver more goals for us in this competition. So he's starting out wide in that left wing role. We've got Icardi, Dybala, Dembele all starting this one. Strong lineup. I'm going for the 3 points once again. Oh, this is terrible, man. Real Betis take the lead. They literally just 1-2'd their way past our defense and they've scored. What's gone wrong in this episode, guys? We seem to be conceding a lot more than before. I don't know what's happening, but we're not playing good FIFA. Hopefully that'll change. We've got enough time to try and score here against Real Betis. Let's get to work, guys. I want to win this game as well. I have made some serious changes for this second half, switching to a 4-1-2-1-2 narrow formation. And apart from that, a very controversial substitution, bringing off Icardi, who hasn't had a good game. And on comes Paul Pogba because we want more midfielders now. So I'm trying to dominate the midfield in hopes of creating chances up front. Let's hope that works, guys. So big changes, controversial ones as well. Let's see what happens in this upcoming second half. Dybala beats Juan. Still Dybala. Insua now. On his right foot. Goes for the shot. Oh my days. He almost put that in. What an effort from Juan Insua. We're playing a lot better now in the second half. Let's hope we can continue doing this. I'm sure we'll get the goal. Another chance for Betis. Koulibaly gets it away. Oh no, we've given them a goal. We've literally just gifted Betis the goal here. We were looking like the team that's going to score and equalize. And instead, we've literally gifted Real Betis a goal. I'm so furious at myself. And it does look like we'll be taking an L here in La Liga against Real Betis. So frustrating. Still Pogba looking for some space. Dembele maybe provided. Still Dembele. Dembele beats one. Gets the shots off and scores. We've got one goal back. But it doesn't seem like there's enough time to score another. But let's see what happens, guys. Great goal from Ousmane Dembele. Look at the skills there from him to beat one. And then the finish was great from him. If only we could have scored earlier. Man, what's happened to our form in today's episode? Although we've won both the other games that we played in the episode, we've not been good defensively at least. And this episode, I guess, was the culmination of that as we lose after a long time. But I guess we can't win every game and it's time we accept that. Great performance from Real Betis, to be fair. It's good to see Milinkovic-Savic enjoying his game time here at Barcelona. I've really enjoyed using Savic as well. In fact, I want to go ahead and take a look at his stats this season because he's a really good midfielder. He's now 90 rated and I'm really glad we signed him. A few of you guys were a bit unsure about me signing him, but honestly I feel like it's worked out well. For a midfielder, 4 goals and 4 assists in 22 games, not bad. An average rating of 6.9. He seems to be balling out. The fact that he's got 4-star skill moves and weak foot is actually immense. He's only 25 as well. He's going to be a great player for this club. Well, even though we just took an L to Real Betis, we are still conveniently placed top of La Liga with a 13-point advantage. We are balling out in La Liga this season, man. 20 wins, 2 draws and 2 losses. Far ahead of any other team. But now we're not the team that have conceded the least amount of goals. That goes to Valencia. At the same time, we definitely are the team that have scored the most amounts of goals this season in La Liga, which is certainly awesome. In the relegation zone, we've got the fellow Catalan club Girona, Leganés and Real Oviedo. Well guys, because I'm running out of time for today's episode, I could only fit in 3 games. I apologize for that. Next episode, I will give you guys 4 games. So next episode, you guys are going to get this one against Depot, Sevilla, Spurs and even Girona. So it should be a bit of a cracking episode. I thought, guys, before we end off the episode, let's take a look at our team and just see how our players are growing. So we've got Insua, who's gone up by 10 ratings. That is just crazy. Petar Ujovic up by 5. Pino up by 3, Puig up by 3 as well. Ramsey and Abel Ruiz, who we've loaned out, are growing really well. Both have gone up by 2 in their overalls. Artur, now an 89 rated player. Alenia up to an 80 rating. We've got Longley up by 1 and it just goes on along the way in that manner. No player has gone down in their ratings so far this season, which I think is fabulous. I'm really hoping Shanuda can start going up in his overall soon because I'm actually excited to use him and give him his debut. But yeah, so far player growth wise, the team is doing well. In terms of injuries, I guess Wig will be back in about 5 weeks. Not that bad, to be honest. He's the only player in the club that is injured right now. Today's episode was also a bit of a slow one in terms of our season goals. The Assist King Challenge, we couldn't really make any improvements to that. Coutinho needs to do a madness if we've got any chance of completing that objective. And in terms of our remaining objectives, replacing Messi challenge is also going to be difficult as Dybala scored only 19 so far. But there are plenty games left and I'm sure Dybala will be able to cover up. But yeah, a bit of a slow episode for our season goals. It is time for you guys to vote for your informed player of the episode, and your nominees for today are option 1 being Ousmane Dembele. I thought he was amazing in that game against Spurs, scored the 3rd goal, assisted the 2nd, so he is your first nominee. To vote for him, make sure to click the I button on the top right of your screen and vote for option 1. Option 2 has to be Juan Insua, who again has produced a magnificent performance to give us all 3 points in one of the games that we played in this episode, scoring a 93rd minute winner as well. So to vote for him, again, click the I button and click option 2. So you guys get to decide who wins player of the episode. And that, guys, should be it for today's episode. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this one. The next one should be even more fun, as we've got Champions League, Spanish Cup action, 4 games and all that. It should be super fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you guys did, make sure to smash that like button. That would be greatly appreciated. And if you're watching my content for the very first time, do subscribe for more FIFA 19 videos, and I will see you guys very soon with another video on this channel.